do I have an interesting fragrance that you probably never heard of? Let's roll my motherfucking music, because I've had this shit in my stash for a minute, and it was Love at First Sniff. Listen, morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. This is your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. Now, this fragrance has been in my stash for a couple of months already before anybody got any bottles. I've seen on Instagram people getting bottles of this fragrance from the fragrance house, and that's perfectly fine. I'm sure they'll reach out to me at some point, especially after this video. This particular fragrance was a blind buy that I got from Max Aroma. This isn't a sponsored video, nothing like that. I'm just giving you backstory. The bottle looked interesting on the website. I was like, fuck it. I need something new. I wanted to bring something eclectic and different. And of course, late to the party as always, I said it somewhere and completely forget it, and I haven't done a video till today. But I put it on my Instagram as soon as I got it, and I first smelled it, and it was crazy because it has one of my favorite notes in it, and that's Plum. The fragrance is none other than Wood Jasmin by BDK. Let me tell you, for a Plum fan like myself, this shit is up here in plumminess. This is a beautiful fragrance for me. For a person who likes Plum as much as I do, the juiciness and that purple organic Whole Foods section C aisle 13 Plum is stellar. This is definitely a gourmandy floral type fragrance that really hits a Plum lover's plums. I remember I put it on my Instagram and the post that I put, but I said this is one to watch out for the Plum lover in you. Because this shit is sick. It's floral and plum. Juicy. It smells like plum, cinnamon, and white florals in a beautiful like dessert kind of concoction that isn't, you know, US based. So to give you an idea, to walk you through the experience that I had on first spray, which is an interesting experience because I'm gonna be completely clear. First sniff, first impressions, first smell was outstanding. The mid note was a little, I was like, shit, bring me back that plum. I want that plum essence and that juiciness. It kind of reduced a little bit and then resurrected itself somehow in the base. So the opening for me was amazing because I'm a Plum fan. This isn't going to be something that's for everybody. This is just for me. The opening for me was amazing. Mid was a little bit confusing and kind of like, I didn't understand what way it was going, and I just wanted the Plum back. But on the base, the Plum kind of rised up like the Undertaker after he just got like power drive to some shit. Just popped the fuck back up, having hints of like pear and vanilla and slight oudness and a little bit of resinous, and then some allspice. Just smelled like a very nice exotic dessert. And I'm not a gourmandy fan like that, but this one was really special. I think it's a beautiful fucking fragrance that performed stellar. It's more suited for the fall and winter time. The summertime wouldn't be something that you would really enjoy this fragrance, but if you like a juicy, ripe plum fragrance, this, I would put it up there, and this is ballsy for me to say, up there with like Tom Ford Plum Japonese, which is one of my favorite plum fragrances in the game. This, I would put it up there, and I'm fucking going on a limb saying that shit, but truth be told, it was that kind of first impression, and it's not often I get that first impression that I'm like, yeah, bitch. Even though the mid got me a little confused and I was like, no, come back. It was just like the first nut. You can't recreate it, but you know what I'm talking about. Then the dry down was like, oh, thank God. It was like a nice romantic dance. You holding her real close, so you got that pear, you got that vanilla, you got that plum, you got a slight little oudi incense vibe, and you just slow dancing, you romanticizing, you got a little bit of a chubby, and she's kind of winding up on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, bitch, talk to me dirty. Personally, this was an amazing first impression. I've had a blast wearing this fragrance. I've worn it about 3 times already. I haven't gotten full crazy wears out of it, but it is stellar in my personal opinion. But you gotta be a gourmandy and a plum lover. If you're not, this might come off a little bit feminine, might be slightly confusing, or you just might question your sexuality. Either way, that's on you. So for me, this is absolutely no questions asked a ball sprayer. Plum, me, just put them on my chin. It's just plum, allspice right now in that opening. That opening gets me every time. I love y'all motherfuckers from the heart. I don't know if you've ever smelled or heard anything about this house, but this is my first and only fragrance from this house. Definitely makes me curious to try more, and I'm sure they'll be reaching out to the kid. I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is? biggest in the game. Smooches.
Cubaknow, what's fresh, who's best? Wanna know who's gonna pass the test? Cubaknow.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, Motorola start tack when it's time to call back. It's nonsense, you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.